Now, however, let's discuss the assets that you already possess. According to what I indicated in the introduction, you have paper profits of almost 70%, which is a return that a lot of people would like to see. The deal is currently valued approximately $10 billion. Are you willing to sell at any time? At what point would it be prudent to proceed with the profits there? In any case, I have made it known that I want to purchase the top for the rest of my life. It is the exit strategy that Bitcoin is. It possesses the most valuable asset. Consequently, what we are witnessing right now is that Bitcoin has recently become an asset class worth $1 trillion. And it is in the same company as well-known brands such as Apple, Google, and Microsoft. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is an asset class, which is what differentiates it from the Magnificent Seven. In no way is it a business. Within the framework of those businesses' capital structures, there is not sufficient space to accommodate $10 trillion or $100 trillion worth of capital. So Bitcoin is competing with gold, which is currently 10 times more expensive than it is right now. In this context, it is competing with the S&P index. As a store of value, it has competed with real estate, which is an asset class worth more than $100 trillion. We are of the opinion that capital will continue to flow from those asset classes into Bitcoin due to the fact that Bitcoin is technically superior to those asset classes. Taking this into consideration, there is simply no justification for selling the winner in order to purchase the losers. Thank you for returning to the channel. Greetings, this is Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros. That was Saylor's statement that he is going to continue purchasing the top for the rest of his life. MicroStrategy has just completed yet another significant purchase of Bitcoin today. In a moment, we are going to discuss that topic here in this precise location. In the video that will be released today, make sure to stay tuned for all of this information. I am going to talk about Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, and Similar Scientific. And toward the end of the presentation, I will have a video clip that I would like to share with you all. It is highly recommended that you guys watch this from beginning to end. Let's pounce on this opportunity and get started right away. Also, just to get things started, Senator Cruz has been heard on C-SPAN stating that they are going to release cryptocurrency. He takes great pride in his support of Bitcoin. He is a Bitcoin miner, and he is the sole senator in the United States Senate. In other words, it is merely demonstrating to you that a significant number of politicians are currently joining the bandwagon that is Bitcoin. Additionally, it is clear that Senator Cruz is going to be one of the individuals who will be supporting Bitcoin. Furthermore, the reason I am demonstrating this is because we are aware that the state of Texas has the legislation necessary to include Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. As a result, the likelihood of that law being approved is increased now that Ted Cruz is serving as the senator for the state of Texas. In that case, there is something to take into consideration. There's also the CEO of Pantera Capital, who is a billionaire, who has predicted that the price of Bitcoin will reach $745,000. He has made a big forecast on the price there. Now, let's proceed with the discussion of the cost of MicroStrategy. At this moment, we have seen a loss of almost 5% for the day. MicroStrategy was just opened at the number 343. The current price of Bitcoin is 93000, which is just a tiny bit lower than 94000. You are aware that Bitcoin is currently down approximately 1.25%. But we have sold off a little bit here. MicroStrategy has experienced a decline of approximately 5.62%. Therefore, it is encouraging to note that MicroStrategy stock continues to exhibit that level of volatility. In light of the fact that we are aware that this is beneficial for options trading, which is beneficial for the stock, we are hoping to see that. It's wonderful to see you there. Bitcoin has experienced a slight decline. Most likely, people are going absolutely crazy. Bear in mind, however, that this is something that occurs frequently throughout bull markets. A significant number of the time, the corrections that we make are beneficial. If we go all the way back to 2016 and 2018, we saw multiple 30 to 40% increases in the price of boron. Make adjustments in the year 2021. We saw many corrections ranging from 20 to 30%, and at the moment, we are now seeing a decline of approximately 15%. If we take a look at the current dip that we are experiencing a decline of approximately 15% on the price of Bitcoin. When it comes to Bitcoin, dips are extremely prevalent, particularly in bull markets. This is something that should be taken into consideration. Consequently, this is something to keep in mind, and if you guys are interested in trading options on Moomoo, you should check out the affiliate link. You have the ability to sign up. If you do so, you will receive up to 15 free stocks, each of which may have a value of up to $2,000. But I'd want to talk about Saylor in this context. They now have choices available to them. On Moomoo, you have the option to trade them over. If you so desire, then you should look into Saylor Scientific. That is going to be something that I will be delving into today. At this moment, it is clear that MetaPlanet is trading at a price that is about $300 million more than Saylor. It appears like Saylor is a far more successful corporation that has a great deal more Bitcoin. There is no debt and there is cash flow. On top of that, this individual included some Saylor. All of you, Saylor is an outstanding business. There is no doubt that I would investigate them. Saylor is a smaller company, but if you are looking for some alternative Bitcoin proxies, you might want to consider using them. I am aware that many of you are MicroStrategy holders. When we look at it in comparison to MicroStrategy, we recognize that it only has a market cap of $639 million. When that is compared to MicroStrategy, it is clear that MicroStrategy has had a decline of 14% during the course of the previous month. Although it has a market cap of $84 billion, it is a far larger firm. In the past month, Saylor has actually seen a 2% increase, in contrast to MicroStrategy, which has seen a decline. They have also recently implemented options trading, which has just gone live. For the purpose of comparison, they have approximately 2,000 Bitcoin. Therefore, it is not even close to the quantity of Bitcoin that MicroStrategy possesses. But, given that their options trading is already operational, it is possible that they will engage in convertible debt offerings in order to potentially acquire further funds in order to purchase additional Bitcoin. This particular business does not have any debt, and they have a significant amount of cash flow. Therefore, this is a business that you ought to investigate further. The following is not advice on finances. The Saylor, on the other hand, is one that we have been examining in great detail here. In addition, to provide you with an update regarding MicroStrategy, they have purchased 5,262 Bitcoin for a total of